Hi everyone, I hope you guys are all doing well. I'm Carmen and I'm an accredited practicing dietitian from Sydney, Australia. And this is going to be my first video on YouTube. So welcome to this channel. Hopefully in the next few weeks and next few months I can upload some more content for you guys, some practical advice, practical tips that you can use, and information from a dietitian's perspective as well. So for the topic of my first video, I wanted to give you guys my top 5 tips for staying healthy when we are stuck at home or working from home. So it's not a surprise that we are in unprecedented times at this moment with this pandemic. A lot of us are quarantined at home, isolating ourselves and our family, and as am I, to keep ourselves safe and the community safe. But that also means that it can be a difficult and trying time to adjust to a whole new routine. I hope that my 5 tips today will give you guys the confidence to stay healthy, stay fit, and stay active during this strange, very surreal time. My first tip is to shop for staples if you can and really focus on those core foods. There is a lot of panic buying at the moment in the supermarkets. Things are flying off shelves and we can fall under the temptation of buying whatever we can off the shelves as well. But I really encourage you guys to shop for the staples, focus on those foods that you really need that will nourish our bodies and keep us healthy rather than going for the packaged foods or the convenience foods. But focus on our core foods like our bread, pasta, rice, fruits and vegetables, which can be frozen or canned if you don't have easy access to fresh. For dairy, you can go for the long life milks or the plant-based milk alternatives. That will definitely last longer than the fresh milk. Yogurt and cheese can last a little bit longer in the fridge anyway, so that shouldn't be an issue. Meat can be frozen, so it shouldn't be a big issue to have access to fresh meat as long as you store it properly. So freeze it and then defrost a little bit at a time as you need. But there are other great alternatives to get your protein during this time, such as beans and legumes, canned beans or raw beans that you can make yourself, chickpeas, lentils, tofu, eggs, fish, and fish you can find frozen in the supermarket or you can freeze yourself as well. And finally, there are pre-prepared options available in the supermarket, but just be wary of the kind of foods you are buying. So read the label, guys, use your common sense and be smart about it, and don't just go and buy whatever you can find off the shelves, all the cookies, chips, lollies, chocolates. I mean, those things are okay in small amounts, but if we are really piling up on those kind of things, that's when we might risk actually having more of those things than we need. The second tip I have is to stay organized and establish a routine. And I really mean specifically in the way that we prepare our meals and eat our meals. When I'm talking about staying organized, I mean to have a really good idea of what we need to get from the supermarket or even a shopping list if we can, so that we're not just grabbing whatever we see on the shelves. Preparing and cooking large quantities of food beforehand and either freezing it or organizing it into containers in the fridge can really take the pressure off of us. As for establishing a good routine, I mean to really set out time to have your meals during the day. So as you would when you are working or if you're at school, having dedicated lunch times, morning tea or afternoon teas to really sit down and enjoy your meal. Sitting together as a family to eat can be a really great break from the rest of the day as well. There are a lot of changes going on in our lives right now, and we might not necessarily be accustomed to being at home. So it could be a temptation to be picking at foods or constantly snacking or eating throughout the day, and that might cause us to overeat. So it's really important to have dedicated meal times. The third tip I have is to limit the amount of unhealthy or junk foods that you have around the house. As the boredom and the loneliness starts kicking in, it is very tempting to run to the fridge or run to the cupboard to constantly have a peek inside and see what's there. And this will run the risk of us, again, overeating. That's why we should stock up our fridge with lots of healthy options, prepare our snacks beforehand, and again, like I said, have dedicated times for snacks so we're not constantly picking throughout the day. The fourth tip I have is to pick up a hobby or a new skill. This can help take our minds off of the boredom or the loneliness, like I said before, and really helps keep us sane as well. So, whether it be doing some gardening, doing some um, new projects around the house, cooking, or organising some fun activities for the children. Being at home can also be really isolating, so having a chat with friends over the phone or over video call can be really, really great as well. The fifth tip I have today is don't forget to move. So, just because we are stuck at home, working from home, self isolating, whatever that might be, doesn't mean that we can't get in some physical activity. There are a plethora of resources out there on the internet, videos on home workouts, yoga, Pilates, stretching, anything like that to get your body moving and your heart rate going up is really beneficial and really helps us stay fit and active. And if you can go out for a walk, I definitely encourage you to go for a walk or a run and get some fresh air. Okay, so that's my 5 tips on how to stay healthy, stay on track, and keep up with those good, healthy living habits. I hope everyone stays safe during this uncertain time. Please follow the directions of the authorities in your country to keep yourself safe and keep everyone safe. But I hope to see you guys all very soon. Thank you.